Hey everyone and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we are not going to talk about the ESP32, we are going to talk about the ESP32 Cam that comes with a camera module. We can use it to take some images or videos. Also we have these pins that we can use to connect some sensors and create really cool projects. We are going to see how to program it using the Arduino IDE. But first of all, let's talk about this microcontroller. It comes with a few components, like the SD card reader. We can store some images using the SD card. Also, we have this flashlight that we can control, and this is the camera module. It is called OV2640. And if you look at the back of this microcontroller, we have the option to add an external antenna, but that's gonna be the topic of another video. This comes with a built-in antenna, which is used to add Wi-Fi capability to this microcontroller. We can take a look at the pictures or the real-time video using your smartphone or the computer. You notice that this microcontroller doesn't come with a USB port so that we can program it and connect it to the computer. Basically, you have to add another module like this one. It is called FTDI. We have to connect these pins to the pins of the ESP32 Cam. Then we can upload the code through this FTDI. But there is another option which is much easier, is by using this component. It is called the ESP32 Cam MB. MB stands for Micro USB Programmer, that we use to program these kind of boards. Basically, we can hook it up like this. Then we can use the USB port. I'm gonna connect it. By the way, if you wanna buy any of these components, you're gonna find the links under the description. It's an affiliate link, so make sure to check them out. If you don't have the ESP32 Cam Micro USB Programmer, you can use the FTDI, and you have to connect it like this. The RX of the FTDI goes to this pin, which is labeled U0T. The TX goes to the U0R. Next, we have to power up the ESP32 Cam by connecting the VCC to the 5V pin and the GND to the GND. And finally, we have to connect the pin IO0 to the GND. Once you do that, you will be able to program the ESP32 Cam. And as you can see, I've connected all of the pins using these female to female jumper wires. And here we have this female wire that connects the ground to the pin number 0. We only use that when we upload the code. Later on, we are going to remove this jumper wire. Then I will use the USB cable. So it's the same one that we use with the Arduino Nano. And connect the other side to the computer so that we can upload a sketch to this microcontroller. If you already have the Arduino IDE installed on your machine, you could go to this time, and if you don't, you can follow along. By going to this link, we can download it for Windows, Linux, or Mac OS. For me, I have a Windows 10. I'm gonna click the first option on top. You could also donate, but I will hit just download. Then I'm gonna put it under the downloads folder and double click on this executable file. These steps are really simple. I'm gonna agree. Then we can hit next. Make sure to select anyone can use this IDE. Next again, and agree. And finally we hit install. You see that these steps are fairly simple. Now we can run it by checking this option, or we can open it up from the computer. It is this program. We can double click on it. If you have already watched my video about using the ESP32 microcontroller, by default we couldn't program these kind of boards. We have to add something that is called the boards manager URL by copying the URL from the description of this video, which is this one, and let's copy it using Ctrl+C. Then we can get back to the Arduino IDE. We have to go to File, and under Preferences, we have these additional boards manager URLs. Make sure to paste it. For me, I've already added the link of the ESP32 package. Once you do that, we can hit OK. Next, we go to Tools, and under Board, we have the Boards Manager. We use it to install the ESP32 package. Just search for the name. Make sure it is by Espressive Systems, and hit Install. I think it's going to take a little bit of time to install the whole package. Make sure to wait. Now we'll be able to select some ESP32 boards from the Select Board option. You have to unplug the USB cable, then plug it again. You see that we didn't have another COM port, which means our computer can't recognize the device from the USB cable. we have to install some drivers. You could go to this link, Silicon Labs, and install the drivers that we need under Downloads. For me, I'm gonna select Windows, then hit Save. Next, we have to extract it using var. And as you can see, we have this 64 executable file. We can double click on it. Then we can hit Next. I agree and accept. Then Finish. If you are using the ESP32 Cam micro USB programmer, you have to install this driver. It is called CH340. I'm gonna download it for Windows. The same thing, we have to extract it using right click and extract it here or to the folder. Then let's open it up and double click on it. Make sure to hit yes and install it. Once it's done, you will be able to select the port. And if you get back to the Arduino IDE, you will see that we have another port, which is COM9, but it could be any number. So let's press it and search for the board that we are using. It is an ESP32 Cam. In fact, it is called AI Thinker ESP32 Cam. Now we are ready to upload any kind of sketch using the upload button. Luckily, the ESP32 package comes with a few sketches that we can use. Actually, it is one sketch. Under File, Examples, we have ESP32. For the camera, we have this one. It is called Camera Web Server. Before we upload it, I want to talk about the basics of this sketch and how it works.
The ESP32 Cam will be connected to a network.
Of course, using the SID and the password. We're going to provide these two information from the code. Then we could use all of the devices, like your smartphone or the computer, that are connected to the same network to get access to the pictures or the video that is created by the ESP32 Cam web server. To do so, we type in the IP address of the ESP32 camera. If you don't know, each device in this network has some kind of address. It is called the IP address. We use it for communication between these devices. Anyways, let's get back to the code. We will only set few parameters, like the camera module that you are using. For me, it is called AI Thinker. Make sure to comment this line and select the one that you use. Let's uncomment this line of code. Next, we have the Wi-Fi credentials. I'm gonna use the password and the name of the network. I have a network that is called Our Network. Then the password. Finally, we can upload our sketch using this button. If you are asking how we can get the IP address, you could go to the settings of the router. You will see all of the connected devices, including the ESP32 Cam. And the second option is to use the serial monitor. Basically, it is printed using serial.print. We can open it up. It is this option. Make sure to select the same baud rate, which is 115/200. As I said, we need to disconnect these two pins. Then we can hit reset. This is the reset button. Now we have some messages. Wi-Fi is connected and the camera is ready. This is the IP address that we need. I'm gonna copy it. Of course, we need to be connected to the same network. For me, it is called Our Network. Then you could open up any kind of browser that you have, like Google Chrome, and we can paste the IP address. And this is the page that is created by the web server on the ESP32 Cam. We have different settings. At the bottom, we can get one image by pressing the button, and there you go. Or we can start streaming. Let's click on it. And there you go, now we have the video. I hope you like this one. If you have any question or comment, make sure to write it under the comment section down below, and I will see you in the next one. But before that, I want to change some settings. On top, we have the resolution. We can try a bigger one. Also, we can change the contrast as well as the brightness. I highly recommend you to play around with these settings. In our next videos, we are going to use this microcontroller for a lot of projects. That's why don't forget to hit the subscribe button, that helps me a lot. And I will see you in the next one.